Hello everyone, it is Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to 30 Days of Sketches Series 12. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are so many series into this. It's amazing. We have 30 exclusive sketches for you this month and I'm so excited. I will be sharing a mix of me creating my own layouts, sharing your layouts, all of that from point A to point B. But I'm going to start off by actually creating a layout today. This layout sketch is created. There's something on my mat and it is driving me crazy. There is sketch for day one is created by the lovely Kelly Pyron. She is just so sweet and I love her layouts. They are very beautiful and her designs just, they're very pleasing. Her sketch follows her style so closely. I love it. 2 photo option there. Some banners. I'm always there for a banner and a beautiful spot for some journaling. So there's going to be a lot of ways that you can take the sketch and make it work for you. So cool. You can keep it simplistic or so cool. Thanks, bud. Thank you. You can, you can have it be simplistic or you can go a little crazy with it, whichever you prefer. I am also sharing a bingo board for this month that you can play along with in any way you want. You can go across you can do one prompt a day. It doesn't matter. You do what works for you. My goal is just to kind of remind myself that I have these things in my stash and try and get them used up. I think I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use the bingo board today. I'm going to not actually think about it too much. I'm going to work on my design first and I'll bring the bingo board in later. So my plan is I am going to pull this paper pad out. It was the first thing in my desk. I simply just grabbed it and I'm going to go for it. I'm trying to use up my stash. We're getting through that. And the way to do that is to just grab and go. So I have Kit at Heart available to me. I'm going to pull some pattern papers. We're going to create a fun layout. We're going to bring in the bingo board and see what I can do with the bingo board and work with this beautiful sketch. The links for the playlist is down below. The Facebook group and Instagram everything is down below for you if you want to see what's happening or participate yourself. The bingo board, I will put it on my Instagram if you're interested in. I'll also, I think on YouTube I can like make a separate little post and share it. So I'll make sure to do that as well for you if you don't have any other way of viewing it. But it will be in the Facebook group. And I'm sure you'll see it all over the place as people share. Okay, let's get going. The first thing I need to do is decide what I'm going to use as my background paper. I have decided that I wanted to use an actual pattern paper for my background, not just white cardstock. I'm trying to pull away from that. So instead, I just flip through all of this and kind of pull the ones that speak to me. I like that yellow polka dot. I liked the green floral, and I'm going to go back and forth between that kind of gingham one, as well as this blue paper that I had that was a scrap. There's also a one with houses and stuff, but I'm going to pick this kind of gingham looking one. Those are going to be my pattern papers, and I'm going to make them work with what I plan to do. Again, at this moment, I have no photos in mind. I just want to kind of get the main part of the layout done, which is the banners and laying them on top of the paper to make it work. I wanted there to be a double border because that is part of the bingo board, and double border could mean different things. It could simply just mean a border, and then I'm going to do this round where you then, to double it up, you just trace the outside so it kind of sticks out. I don't know. I think that could be a double border, so we're going to do that. Could mean going in and instead of having just this green as the one border, you trim the green down and maybe have some white. That's an option. There's lots of different things that you could do. But I'm going to have a border because I know that's part of the bingo board. I'm now kind of trimming and debating what size I want my banners to be, what colors I want where. I'm not really measuring the thickness of each one, just the fact that I know I want them to be there. I am gutting this paper because I know it would make a good border for the future. Why not to make that work? Actually, now that I'm thinking about that, watching this right now, that might be a good one to go back and make that be my back back border piece instead of white. I might go back and do that. And I'm just kind of playing here. I don't really have many rules. I'm not really sure of a photo yet, so it's just kind of laying the patterns on top and making sure that I like them, comparing them to the sketch a little bit, and going with it. I really took this sketch on as much as the banner idea, and then maybe the 2 photos. I think I do use 2 photos as well. But other than that, I don't really look at the sketch again. It was more just getting that initial inspiration and then running with it. That's not always how I work with sketches, as you've seen throughout these past 11 series, 12 series. I don't always do it that way. Sometimes I follow them exactly. Sometimes I go way off course with them. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling, what my purpose is for that particular layout, and today's was just to play. So I took the banners and ran with it. Found these adorable photos of my youngest. So this is Barrett when we went to the zoo. We get annual passes to our local zoo, and it was kind of a rainy, kind of drizzly day. It wasn't like pouring out, but it was, we knew it wasn't going to be that busy because it was kind of wet. And so we went out and had a lovely day, and the animals were out because they were loving the weather. This was the closest we'd ever seen the lioness. Like, she was right up against the fence, and she's huge. She is gigantic, which was really cool. It was one of the neatest things we've ever seen. And Barrett thought that was really cool and was like growling at it. It was super cute. And then I also had a photo of him walking on the railroad tracks, because that is a thing that all the kids love to do, is just walk on the railroad tracks. And so I have these 2 of Barrett, and I have quite a few photos from this day, like really good photos too. It was a great photo taking day. And so I just figured, why not kind of group the ones of Barrett together, make it work. I pulled out these foam stickers so I could make my title that says Hello Spring. Pulled in the rainbow. That is part of the bingo board, so I got rainbow used up. I even pulled out these kind of they're fake stitches, they're stickers, but they look like stitching, to add to the banners that you can see from the sketch. So I was able to follow the sketch a little closely in that aspect because I was able to get that stitch used up. I'm going to pull in some enamel dots. I know that's on the bingo board. And now that I have the initial idea of the layout and what's going on, I'm now just thinking, what's on the bingo board that I can add that works with my layout? I'm not trying to add it just to add it. I want it to actually work with my layout. And because this is my first time kind of dipping my toes into this bingo board, it's very large, so there's lots of different options, and I'm sure I'm going to play with it in different ways throughout the month. But this one was more just like, what can I add that's all of the bingo board that I can add onto this layout? That's how I took it on. It was lots of fun. This is a kind of a different layout for me. The colors are a little bit different. It's a little bit like darker almost than what mine is, but I'm very, very pleased with it. And I'm going to come back live so we can wrap up. All right, so my layout is done. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but it definitely works. So let's talk about the bingo board and what I used. I got multiple photos, so that's awesome. That came from that first row there, column. Wood veneer, I got these cute little rain boots and this little sun used up. Circles, I fussy cut out this circle from a 3x4 card, so that was pretty cool. I had to switch it. I had this one, but I smeared it, so I had to change it for that one. Florals, I've got lots of florals going on throughout here for spring layout. I got a pre-made title, which was awesome. That I went ahead and used from the Simple Stories foam stickers that just are like the months, which also means I got foam used up. I did a enamel dots, I think I said that. And finally, Jackson. And finally, I got a double, I'm calling it a double border. I have a pen around the outside of between the green and the yellow, and then the green. So I'm considering that too. I might be cheating a little bit. I actually am thinking I might trim this just ever so slightly and back it with white, and then it would maybe pop off a little bit too because we have this white. And I got rainbows as well because that was in the thing as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there was one more. I think I might have gotten 10 used up, which is really exciting. And I will always be using that free space as where the sketch would be. So super excited about this. I love how it turned out. Great first start there, and it was fun to get creating. I hope you give this sketch a try that Kelly created. It's beautiful, and don't forget to leave your take over in the comments over in 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group, which is linked below, as I've already mentioned, with the playlist, Facebook group, and then Instagram if you're interested. I will see you guys all again tomorrow. Thanks for spending some time with me. Bye.